This is our setup here at the Cotton Tree, right on the water. This is what it's all about, is taking this Trekka 01 from Stockman Products and showing you some more information. So if you've really enjoyed what you've seen so far, come and have a look with Maud and I, and we'll tell you more about the Stockman Trekka and everything inside. So this is more technical about what we have in the Trekka. Now the 1750 heavy duty slides, pull it out, 1450 in my ramp. I can get the two big bikes on here. Now I've got this cage, I've tried the Cruiser. I'm really enjoying how this goes. We've got 1800 of modular racking through that board in there. There is a big space. Like honestly, I could put a lot more gear in there, and you'll see some new concepts coming out on our shelving system, and or if we get a fridge in the next one. There is some really good ideas in here. It's a fiberglass nose cone. This is a sealed compartment. Now a lot of people have looked and said, wow, this could be a kid's bedroom. We'll give them a fan, a hatch, a vent, but really it is my man cave. It's my tool shed. It's my e-bike touring, so I don't have to do driving all the time, and I can really take this garage and this setup, take all my gear on a front end of a Caravan that is only 135 to 150 kilos. This weight at the front end allows me the opportunity to put more gear in here because I'm really well balanced on my tandem axle. So the Outback equipment that comes with this gear is awesome. What we really have is a CruiseMaster suspension underneath, right up to the DO35 CruiseMaster on the hitch. So that coupling, big jockey wheel. We have been a little bit bloody cheeky here. I love it, but we've got out the OptiMover TK 4.5 ton, and we've driven this around right up to the edge of the beach. This is a great look. Front end here, I can actually use this for firewood. My mover's hooked up, but that's gonna be firewood, gas bottle. I love taking another cooker, and I've got a safe place to store more gear in my front end. Right here with all my stone protection. How good is that? I just really can look after this baby. So I am enjoying towing this Trekka. Have a look, how sleek. Here we go. So, hello Maud.
Hello.
This Trekka here is actually for the active relaxer.
It's for the active relaxer. So, like, what makes this stand out from your standard Caravan?
So, I think that you see a lot out there on the market. Probably the biggest one is gonna be that nose cone there. So my garage, right? This one is my storage king. So other things that I think is, I've got an app that I can run all the lights. Of course, that's coming on the market here, but a lot of these things right here at the front step is drop those steps just like that. I'm gonna go like this and pop the roof tent just like that. So those one-touch buttons, making me comfortable, making me pretty relaxed on this whole little setup here. Even there, I can jump up and go, oh my gosh, darling, is the sun in your eyes?
The sun is in my eyes.
We need to give you some more sun protection. So some of these little creature comforts, one touch, pop it out, are really, really lovely. I guess the quality of those rams, like how smooth, how quiet was that? If we want to duck away or show up late in the afternoon, it's stuff like that that just made it, we're set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was us,
yeah.
Right? So we've leveled the airbags, so I can go here, drop these airbags, but here is a tech super support idea. I've rocked up, I've undone the bike, and my bike tire were quite flat. I've got a compressor right here that I could pump up the bike tires, all part of my garage. CruiseMaster comes with a tire pump, and that little cruiser bike was like, oh.
We've had those problems before, haven't we? And we didn't have the compressor there, so it's been a nice change.
It is. We have sometimes missed out, right? In Charleville, bloody Sunday, nothing open, and we were a little bit, we made it work. We made it work, right? So love that sort of stuff. How convenient is that right there? Can do these tires up, and I can do the bike as well. So we can go cruising after this. So those are some of those lovely little things. I'm gonna put that away. We've showed off the awning, but that insulated thing right there, because it's so strong, it's not a spring mount. Do you remember going camping with those guys and they were lying on the bed pushing their feet up?
Yeah.
So some of those pop tops there, they're like, oh, the springs are out, the struts are out, whatever's happening there, that they were actually having to get in there
and push it up with their feet. And I saw a lot of people here at the campsite with mounts underneath their caravan, right? And because ours is self-leveling, we don't need that.
So in what we have here is the Stockman Trekka comes in 3 models. And what we have with the 3 models is the on-road model, which we would probably love to see, but we've got this, the Ultra. This one's got the airbags, and I can then level those airbags with the CruiseMaster tandem suspension, but then it is the Platinum, isn't it? This is instant shade.
It is instant shade.
I did give you a bit of instant shade right there. We've got sunset on that side. I am really, really loving this. It's about active relaxers, isn't it? So we got in here this afternoon, turned on both fridges. I had all the lights on. I could not drain the battery. It was stuck at 100% because I was doing 16 amps coming in from the solar on the roof.
Yeah.
Right? So that 800 watts of solar, 600 amps of batteries come in the Ultra, it would not drop all day, and I just had everything on. So I think because I'm always here doing my dishes and doing that, I think that this outside kitchen going right into the gray water, this is quite a nice little sink tap that I can move around. Excited to see this and use this with all my water. Kitchen out here, induction, getting a few little drinks on the go with my camping cups. And look at that, we could put a bit of pantry stuff in there, living out here. I don't have to actually go inside as much, especially when I'm just having a great time out here by the fire. So what do you think about this inside, hey? So we've got this, like, it opens it up, hey? Even though you've got that outside breeze, as soon as we want, we can close these windows or we can open up and get the air right through it middle of the day. Really well insulated. It's quite a thick panel on the roof, and also those solar panels are all lifted, so they're all adding that extra insulation.
And all the canvas is double layered. Don't forget about that. That makes a huge difference. There's not many other vans on the market that have double layered canvas.
Do you know what I really like about it? Is that we've left all the windows open, rolled up, and I can, at a push of a button, bring this down and don't actually have to tuck anything in, do any zippers or anything. I am such a lazy, efficient camper that's great, hey? But when you come across here to the kitchen, we've got these little dimmers here because that can be a lot of light late at night, hey? And probably that's my great little bathroom night light, is just down there, being able to go and have that on low, just enough to get around, turning it on right from your side of the bed on the switch there, right here into that side. What an easy way to have a switch near the bed. And I can do it without waking everyone up. Really, what I love is this door here. I can pop this open and it's actually got the screen security as well as a mesh behind it to keep the bugs out. Running this system with the app, but really I've got 2 remotes. I've got my main screen and I've got a screen right by the door. But this is the heart or the brain of the operation. My Wi-Fi, my Renogy system, charger, DC-DC, and my solar regulator. How easy are these? So if I trip something, one of these guys flips off here. I've got big chargers, big units running inside. It's so easy to reset a switch instead of pulling a fuse. I'm really enjoying this. I can go and just push to the limit some of my power management, and it's so easy to manage on this side of the Trekka. Now back in here, there is a sensor light. So it opened up and that sensor has got me into my box. I can get into all my cables through a secure compartment. I have 600 amps of lithium battery tucked away in behind that cover, but I've got room for 900 amps, just like they do in the Platinum of the Trekka. Now inside here, I can get into all my heating, water pump. I've had this open, really easy to work on. And something that we don't always see is right there is the back of my fridge. Whenever I have worries about my fridge getting too closed in a cupboard, I've got some great access to my fridge there, so I know that everything can stay cool on hot trips. I can actually open up this box, let my inverter work, the aircon pump, the fridge is working, and I can keep everything managed from this side of the Trekka. Any good off-road van is gonna have a dust suppression system. The Gusto dust suppression runs from here inside. You'll see some vents inside that are gonna build up that positive pressure. So even if I'm pushing it hard down a dirty road, things are moving, this guy is gonna keep the dust and keep the positive pressure, pushing air out any gaps that could be there.
So if you want to see the Stockman Trekka, come visit us at the Brisbane Caravan Show. We'll be in the Oval, we'll be there with the Trekka, with the Caravan, with the Rover, and we'll be excited to see you.
Come check out all the new 01 Stockman.